Mighty Love.
Mighty Love.
Boy, that is just a tough jam there. So we're going to take us a pause for the cause right here. And we're going to give away a free Rodney Step brand new CD to the first person that texts me at 317-709-7747. Once again, that's 317-740. I just heard a text come through and it threw me off. Once again, it's 317-709-7747. That would really threw me off.
That was timing, buddy. That was my baby girl.
So
she gets the CD.
We're waiting on that call, and we'll be on commercial break, so give us a call.
All righty. right, and that was two songs. That was Into My Life featuring Steve Cooper on flugelhorn, and then you were just listening to our next single, which is called Three Way. And I tell you, it's just a bunch of fun with that band. And Three Way, well, we won't tell you where the title came from. We'll let you use your own imagination.
It was hard.
But Three Way. And yeah, when you see the single, what you're getting ready to get, all the radio stations are getting ready to get the digital photograph of the single.
Okay.
Oh, you'll be able to tell it's something hard.
You sent me something the
you
other
know.
day. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Send
but
me that.
yeah, you'll have it probably tomorrow.
All right.
Okay.
Tomorrow.
We'll be looking
on the list.
Okay, we'll be looking for that. And since you mentioned that, I kind of had to keep old Walter Lee back in the package there. I mean, he was itching to get out. Co-host Flo asked a question, and Walter Lee was just kicking in my brain, just trying to let me out to say what I got to say. And when she asked you, what was your instrument of choice? I just I was just floored. I know she didn't ask a man what his instrument of choice was. So I had to put him back in the box. And we'll continue.
Well, all righty then.
Thank you for keeping him in the box.
Wait a minute. What's the name of the show again?
See what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? So okay, we have about another 20 minutes of this show now.
Right.
And we're going to do 5 minutes of a good conversation, and we're going to come back with some more of your music.
Right.
And we would like to thank Miss Libra Robinson out of Washington, D.C. for being our caller, our texter. And Libra Robinson, you will be receiving in a couple of weeks Rodney Steps, new CD. So congratulations.
And we'll throw in the single as well.
All right now.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, we'll throw in the single as well.
Okay. So we just had a great time. You tried to text. Yeah, okay. I wonder how blind people text.
You don't have to text. Yeah, I got y'all covered.
Oh, okay. I'm just wanting our listening audience to know that blind people can text too,
Yes.
We can talk and chew gum and everything else at the same time, walk and everything else,
then.
So
just keep it in the box.
Just keep.
Thank you.
You had to go back there. You've been the devil's advocate. You've been the devil's advocate.
I'm beginning to see what this show's really about.
See what I'm saying? Better pay attention.
Because co-host Flo gets it started. She know what she's doing.
They just think he can't.
She know what she know what she's doing. She's lie, slick, and wicked. She know what she's doing.
Hey, wait a minute. That's going way back. Black eye for you. What am I doing knowing that? I'm sorry.
Did you produce them?
No, that was my parents. They listen to that music.
So Rodney,
Yes.
you've through it all, and with all the, before I go there, what country or what bit of your travels, where do you think you had the greatest show in your memory of the Spinners, or just even outside the Spinners? What is your greatest show that you do?
And that's a loaded question.
That's a loaded question.
But I would say some of the most memorable shows were probably Kinshasa, Zaire, the Muhammad Ali, George Foreman fight, when all the concerts, And by the way, I'm in both movies, When We Were Kings and Soul Power. So I'm in both of those movies. You might have to look a little hard at times, but I'm there, because you wouldn't recognize. I had so much hair. I had this big J5, and I was kind of skinny then too. So but I would say Kinshasa, Zaire. But my most, I guess you could say, man, I was intrigued. I was just really just taken aback when I went to Japan. Osaka and Tokyo, man, beautiful cities. I mean, clean, just everything about it was just, and what really blows your mind when you go overseas like that, you're singing your songs, like, you're good at me, I'm falling in love, whatever. And you know that they're Japanese and they're singing right with you in English. And it's like, really? I mean, it happened in Germany, it happened in France, it happened, in Japan. I mean, but Japan and Africa, I mean, really, I know that's two different continents, right?
Right.
But those are my most memorable times. But I loved Europe. And that's where I really want to go right now. So all you sponsors out there, because we are looking for sponsors. This is a paid political announcement, by the way. But we are looking for sponsors for our concerts, and we really would. They appreciate the smooth jazz music overseas. They really appreciate it, and they appreciate us as artists overseas. That was one thing that I learned by being with the Spinners. We were known as the Detroit Spinners in Europe because there was a group in England that was called the Spinners, and which is legal because they're in another country. So we had to be referred to, even our record said Detroit Spinners, to separate us. But
why y'all choose Detroit?
That's where the group was from.
Okay.
The whole group was from Detroit. Motown.
Okay.
Spinners started with Motown.
Okay.
It's a shame. Actually, it's a shame when that first record, That's What Girls Were Made For, in 1963. And why do I know this stuff?
And tell me, could you just run off some of the great music that you just, you were, the biggest part of it, basically, instrumental. Just name us off some stuff that.
Well, I'll Be Around, which was a #1 song. It's a Shame, which was written by Stevie Wonder. Rubber Band Man, Could It Be I'm Falling in Love, Games People Play, Love Don't Love Nobody, Sadie.
Boy, that's a bad jam. Oh, Lord.
We could go with, but really you can go on and on. Then came you with Dionne Warwick.
Yeah.
It's just.
You met all of them.
Oh yeah, Dionne.
Oh, man.
I met that. That was one nice thing about it. Back then, we were on tours. We'd go on tours 6 weeks, 8 weeks. We'd go overseas 4, 5, 6 weeks. And you would work. You would be in one city one day and the next city the next day, and didn't know where you were by day 3. Where are we? But it was, it was just. I am blessed to be able to have been part of that experience. I really am. God is good. And little did I know. I wish that I had been a little bit more mature. When you're 19, 20 years old and you're on the road like that, you have a tendency to have fun.
You really play those instruments.
Pay attention, we
19, you playing instruments.
Hey,
Hey,
That's how it goes.
a few instruments.
hey, Bobby,
Yeah.
we's married now.
Shoot, we're gonna take a
Let's
listen.
leave that in 19, whatever it was.
Yeah, that's right.
But honestly, it's one of those things where like you're in Japan, and I can't tell the stories because they're going to be in the book. There's going to be a book, but we were treated like you wouldn't believe. Royalty-wise. I was with the Spinners at the best time of their career, and the band got just as much accolades, you know, as the spinners.
Well,
Yeah.
you know, we're gonna take a short break, and kind of, man, I just wish I'd just like to have some more time, and we're gonna come back. We're gonna go out with play a little spinner song and have a commercial, and then we'll be right back on RadioNext.tv on the Cool Groove site on the See What I'm Saying show with our guest,
Yeah, that was
Mr.
pretty
Rodney Stepp.
We're back on.
And we want to welcome you back to RadioNext.tv. And I just was getting ready to share something with our guest, Mr. Rodney Stapp, but I'm going to have to hold that one off because that one really, I don't think the internet could even handle that one.
Oh man,
And we're talking about a MJ, and we're not no mean Michael Jackson. So you dig deep into you dig deep into, and what was her type of music? What would you call that?
Raunchy.
what, Millie?
Oh, mention the lady's name.
Oh,
Raunchy.
Silly Manilli. Oh,
But
the lady.
Well,
You know,
she was a lady. Sometimes
She was fun. She was raw. She was unique.
Yeah, that's what I would say. Raw.
She.
Good respect for her. Raw.
You know, and she told it like it was.
Yes, she did.
And she wasn't afraid. She wasn't a woman who was afraid to tell it like it was. You know, she talked like a man from a woman's point of view. And that was her music, you know, and she was just, she was real.
She was real. I mean, she was too real for me. I'm just a little fan. I'm standing there next to her, and I said, "Wow, Miss Millie Jackson, you mind if I get your autograph?" She says, "Hell no, M.F.er." I don't know if you work for one of these inquirers or nothing, something like that. And I'm saying, well, if I did, I'd have a story, wouldn't I? You know. But yeah, she was raw like that, you know. And
we that was another blessing, man. I mean, we got to tour with so many acts. I mean, you know, and then the Spinners, the majority of the time that I was with them, were headliners. You know, so there was some cat and dog fights at times, like, you know, when we would play with groups like the Temps. You know, the OJs were cool. The OJs were pretty cool. But you know, that is something that I've never believed in. And this was, the stars would get into it, so to speak, or even if they didn't get into it verbally or whatever, they'd still talk about each other behind their back and stuff. And all the musicians, we were just as cool. We were so cool with the Temps musicians and with the OJ's musicians and with the Whispers musicians, and all the musicians were cool. The groups, oh golly, some of them words in the dressing room. Yeah, man, why don't they hurry up and get off stage? Who they think that, you know, I mean, I won't. It'll be in the book.
yeah, we have got. I'm going to be waiting for that book, because now I'll probably saying, well, how they going to read books and they blind? But you know, we read books.
Oh, yeah, boy.
You know, we're very we're very intelligent. You know, and
most
with technology,
the braille and the audio, and the,
man, not the
y'all
braille.
got something
man.
new now, right?
Well,
Yeah.
we got readers, KNFB reader. That's a great one.
Okay.
You know, National Federation of Divine KNFB reader.
Okay.
That is a great one there with Kurzweil, and he does a lot of technology productions for the blind citizens. Great guy. And you know, so many other streams out there that's working to make that possible, so that you know, National Federation of the Blind Newsline, you know, it makes it very possible for us to read, you know, magazines, books. And matter of fact, I'm going to let the cat out the bag. One of the first black publications that's going to come on National Federation of the Blind Newsline will be the Indianapolis Recorder. And they'll be coming on board here within the next month and a half, hopefully. And I'm very excited about that. And hopefully we'll be able to get Ebony and Jet and O and Black Business Enterprises and a lot of those others that are out there, so that the African Americans and even the other ethnicities can read more about our culture. So that's in the making, and you know, after 20 years and after 400 different publications, we're finally getting one on board. So look forward to that.
That is a blessing.
Now, Mr. Rodney, you have through all of this, and you know, musicians have to stay healthy, have to stay in shape, and mentally and physically. What are some of the challenges that you may have been faced with?
I was diagnosed with high blood pressure and hypertension several years ago, and it's one of the things that I'm still dealing with, and it's one of the things I really want to beat. And I've really got health conscience. So, I mean, we're always health conscious, but I mean, you start getting to that point where you really get serious. And I got serious about 2 months ago after a doctor's visit, and I told my doctor, I said, look, I want to get off of these pills, point blank, because every time I get one, I read all the side effects and what could possibly happen. I'm going like, why am I taking this mess? This is going to kill me. The disease is cool, but the pills. So, and he told me, he said, just walking, just drinking a lot of water, just doing this, just doing that, which we already know. We just have to filter it, we have to really get it into our heads and get serious about it. I just recently went and bought me a bicycle helmet because I've always had a bike, a nice bike. So, riding bike, walking, those type of things, for my health reasons, and I'm determined, and eating right, I tell you one thing though, I was a milk drinker, and this almond milk, I got to get used to it still.
Okay. I'm with you on that.
It's got a
taste.
It tastes like almonds, and it's got a texture to it that I'm like, wow, I want my milk. Although I was only drinking 2%, but I'm really trying to change a lot of health habits, because I'm not ashamed. I'll be 63 years old this year, and I know that. I don't know what 63 is supposed to look like, but the majority of people, when I tell them my age, they go like, no way you're that old, and I'm like, well, yeah, but you don't get to be this old doing wrong things either, and I've tried to live my life, as right as I possibly can, and of course, God knows. When I make some mistakes, I just have to go to Him, and but really, I'm trying to do the best that I can because I want to be here a while, as long as He's blessing me, and we got some work to do with this album. Like I said, there's a reason why it's called Second Chance. It was unanimous it was a 5-man vote with the crew that votes on stuff. Me and Steve from the group and 2 of our managers. Well, actually 4. So, it could have been a tie. So, but it wasn't. It was 4-0. We had about 10 titles for the album, and we came up with Second Chance because it fit. It was like all of ours next opportunity, and a lot of people don't want to hear me say the last or use a final or things like that, but at this point in time in my life, I'm happy and I'm ready to I'm ready to make it happen. I'm ready to tour. I'm ready to get out here. I'm ready to make this album happen. Let's do it. No more talk. Let's do it.
There you go.
Yep.
There you go.
And then we're gonna go back.
And
So,
now,
at 9 o'clock.
If they're on the what's your name?
quick question.
I'm on the
Now
station
you're
thing.
born and raised here in Indianapolis,
right.
and you still have family here?
Yes, I have. In fact, the majority of my family is here. My daughters, all 4 of my daughters are still here. I have a stepson here. We have 7 grandchildren and a great-grandchild.
Oh, wow.
So,
So you about ready to make
so
it happen?
yeah, well, things got out of the box, I guess. No.
Wow.
And so but no, we have great. I'm busy. My grandkids understand. I wish I could see them more than I do, but I think they kind of understand. I mean, because I'm working all the time, and I've been a workaholic all my life. And I think if somebody took my music away from me, I'd probably just roll over and
Wow.
say good night.
You know, and we just heard, I was just watching 2014 BET, and Lionel Richie said the same, same thing basically to his family. You know that you have to be away, and I'm feeling you. You know, just from what he was saying, because that's his craft, and man. So we're going to take a short break, and we're going to come back and wrap it up in about. We're going to play.
Time to go, Lee.
Time to go.
Time to go.
Well, folks.
What's that thing? You got that? You got that? That's all. You got that? Well, I do want to say one thing. Thank you, Lee. Thank you, Flo. Thank you, Radio Next and Bobby, for supporting us. You guys have supported, and even if you hadn't, that's not the thing. You're good people, and I love you. Pray for us. Get the world to pray for us, because we really want this opportunity. And pray for us a sponsor. We need that good sponsor right now that believes in good music and will help us put this thing on the road. See, I want a tour bus. I want the whole thing. I want to get out there the right way.
Just say a second chance.
Or a second chance. And we're going to represent. The band is hot now. I mean, I don't brag about a lot. My band is hot. They're good.
Tell you one thing, we really appreciate you. And where are you? Your next appearance at?
July 29th with the Jazz Kitchen. So get your tickets now. Get them now. I'm telling you, because it was sold out last time. July 31st, we're at the Fishers Amphitheater, the new one, Nickel Plate Amphitheater in Fishers. And then August the 1st, we're at Jazz on the Monon. Those are our next 3 big concerts coming up, and they just happen to be back to back. But and you can tell we're moving up.
Well, I tell you, we are so blessed to have you on our show.
No, I was blessed to be here.
And we are so blessed
Thank you.
just to have your presence with us today. And I hope the listening audience really captured the essence of what Rodney Stepp is about and what he's doing, great things in our community as well.
And if I can get this in, a quick shout out to Narada, Michael Walton, also to Jonathan Joseph from Jeff Beck's band, Sid Johnson, our manager, and Meecap Music, Steve, and all the guys in the Steppin' Out band, and June Walker, all my crew, David Edge Posey. I love you all, and thanks for helping me get on this ride, and let's take this thing out on the road.
Well, you know what?
Help me get those sponsors, Lee. I need them.
You know what? I've been known to do some things, but you know what? We'll talk off here, but I really enjoy your presence, your demeanor, your stage presence. I mean, we've enjoyed it, and hey, you know what? I'm gonna have to say this on air. I need to get some tickets for that.
We'll work on that one, Lee. I'm trying to get some tickets.
I gotta make my reservation.
Okay, but we don't mind paying our way, do we, Flo? So I hope that we have all enjoyed our show today. We want to thank Pastor Russell Myers from Jackson, Mississippi. And we want to thank you, the listening audience. And we want to thank Mr. Rodney Stepp. And we will be putting that information on our website, radionext.tv, as well as seewhatimsaying.org.net. And as in parting, as we always say, take the time, take a deep breath in the frustration of some of your day, or if you're just having a great day, just take a deep breath and just reflect. Find the best I in you and share that with somebody. Find that, that peace that you have within yourself, that tranquility that you'll find when you take a good look at the I in you. Share that with someone. And once you do that, you'll see what I'm saying. So join us next week. I'll be in Orlando, Florida. Co-host Flo will be here with one of our previous guests, Mr. Ray Montgomery. He'll be sitting in as the co-host, and she'll be the host. And we'll be calling in from Orlando, Florida next week. And you also have two very intelligent guests coming on. Once again, Delphin Espinosa and Allison Bruni. And they are married, you know. And they have done some great things since they were here the last month or so. And they want to share that with you. So join us, and just want to say, take good care. Peace.
Mine eyes have seen the glory of the coming of the Lord.
See what I'm saying. See what I'm saying.
This is Lee Martin.
See what I'm saying. See what I'm saying.
This is Lee Martin. I'll see you there. Yeah, I like that one.
I'm Danny Wayne Beamer, Program Manager of the Elder Blind Program at the Will Center in Terre Haute, Indiana. I introduce the NFB Newsline to seniors in 13 southwestern counties in Indiana. I also utilize the NFB Newsline for my radio station public affairs shows. The NFB Newsline. Experience it today.
Learn more by calling 855-963-6476 or visit nfbnewsline-in.org.
Graduated college as a blind student. How can I independently find job listings?
Thanks to the National Federation of the Blind, visually impaired Hoosiers can hear newspapers, circulars, and magazines from across the globe.
It is a fantastic service.
Learn more by calling 855-963-6476 or visit nfbnewsline-in.org.
We are the nation's blind, and we read NFB Newsline.
You're listening to Cool Groove Radio on RadioNext.tv.